So here we go. 3, 2, 1. There we are. How's it going, guys? It's Ace here, and welcome back to a new video on The Sims 4. Notice how I didn't say episode that time, because today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. So today I'm going to be showing you guys a small project here that I have been working on the past few days, and I'm just so excited to show you guys. I couldn't even wait to finish the thing. I had to show you guys just what I have so far. So many of you out there, if you are at least over 15, you've probably heard of the Urbz Sims in the City. And that is a game where, like the title says, you're a sim in the city, but they're not called sims, they're called Urbz for some reason. And basically, I wanted to try and remake that map into The Sims 4. Now, I know it's not going to be the exact same, because there are obviously limitations with Sims 4, like you can't build wherever you want to, but I feel like I'm getting very close to what the game would feel like if it were in Sims 4. I have the World Edit mod by Arnie, I believe. I might be mistaking the creator for someone else, but I will link it down below to where you guys can go and download it. So yeah, with this tool, it has greatly helped me in my progression of making this mod. So without this mod, I would not have been able to even started this project. So please, if you guys have the money, go over and support the creator, because they really deserve it for making this mod. Anyway, so I'm going to go in here now and I'm going to show you guys what I have so far, because I am very excited. I'm going to start over here because this is pretty much the empty spot, and then we will go from there. So here on the corner of Newcrest, there used to be this tall, ugly looking building there, which didn't really look that great, honestly. It was very shiny. So I just replaced that with this tall building here. I feel like it looks like some kind of business place or possibly a high-class apartment. That spot's not finished yet. I'm going to add a lot more stuff to that. And yeah, so let me just start over here on the outskirts, and then we'll make our way to the inside of the city. I know it might not look like much now, but wait till I turn around here in a second. So I just got some debug buildings here in the back, because you're not really going to be seeing that all that much. And here we got just some basic other buildings, possibly more apartments or whatever, you know, basic city stuff. So here on the corner, I have a police station that I've made, and I actually think this looks pretty cool. I've mixed a bunch of stuff together to make this, like this was a debug building. I threw that satellite on top, put the star there. I threw in some of these cop cars here from The Sims 3 and just put a fence around it, and boom, there we go. We have a police station. I really love how this looks, like it really looks like a real police station, so that I am very happy about. So over here to the side, you know, we just got more buildings. I don't know what they are, honestly. It's just up to your mind to decide what these places are. But I was trying to make it look as organically like a city as possible. Here is some more buildings and whatnot, just for like the middle town area. So yeah, a lot of neat buildings here. And then so here in the middle, we have a train track that is going right through the middle of the city. And I really love this touch. Like, of course the grass there is clipping through a little bit, but I mean, I could fix that somehow. You're not really gonna be looking at that if you're like on the ground view here. Like, you probably wouldn't even notice it. But yeah, I think this looks really, really cool and legit. I just have to get the train tracks from Snowy Escape, which I do not have at the moment. So once I do get that pack, I can then place down the railings and it will look complete. So yeah, that is that. I will show you all the buildings here in just a moment. I just want to show you the other like debug buildings and stuff first. So I placed a few vehicles around the map just to make it look a little bit more lived in and everything. Here, let me put it in play mode so these cars will move. But yeah, it's all just debug buildings put together, and I'm trying to make it look as organically like a city as possible, which has not really been that easy of a task, but I'm trying my best here. But we come over here to the biggest part of the city, which is the buildings. And those are going to be in the background. I know they look a little bit weird when I'm in this sort of angle. But I mean, you're not gonna be over here. Like, all these buildings here are gonna be blocking it, so you won't really notice them that much. So yeah, I have a lot of work cut out for me. I have to put a lot of buildings in this empty space here. This part over here in the back, I'm probably not going to worry about that because I like the look of the woods. It looks like this is sort of like the outskirts of the city, you know, like it's the very edge, and then right behind it is the forest. So now I'm going to go over here and show you a distance view of the city, because when you see this thing at the right angle, it looks amazing. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. There we are. Like, that looks so legit, even though I'm not finished with it yet. Like, there's gonna be more buildings, of course, but I mean, what's here so far is really amazing. Like, I love how this looks. It looks like a brand new map. Like, I would not have guessed this is Newcrest if you had showed me just this picture here. So now I'm going to go in here and I'm going to show you what the buildings I have made here look like, and then we will go from there. Now, keep in mind that I could not replicate the Urbz 100%. Like, see this here as a reimagining of it, because, you know, the layout of the city is not the same. So all the clubs here are basically put together in one strip, so yeah, it's a little complicated, but I'm going to go in here and show you guys so you won't be confused. So here we are at the first apartment building. Now, these are sort of like a low-income kind of place. Like, this is not the preferred place you would want to be in the city. You know, like, these are very small, crammed apartments that are just very cheap in general. So here is the building on the inside. This is the first floor, and honestly, it doesn't look too bad. It's just honestly some of the tenants that make it look bad. So yeah, I'm going to go in here now and show you guys each of the tenants and what they are like. So first of all, here we have Greta, and she is already sleepy. I guess she doesn't want to be seen on camera. Anyways, this is Greta's apartment, and it's very pink and very sort of grandma home-esque. That's the kind of vibe I was wanting to go for here. Ever since her husband Earl died, she moved into this place, and I think she's found some new happiness with living here. You know, like, she's spiced her life up by dyeing her hair, so, you know, she's trying new things. She's happy now. So anyways, the next person here is Caleb, and as you can see, he is sleeping on his face. Now, Caleb is a minimalist. As you can see, he doesn't have a whole lot of furniture, none at all really, except this chair. He doesn't like to have a lot of possessions. Like, he doesn't want to have a whole lot to lose. Like, he has his bong and his book and everything, and that's about it, you know? He doesn't require all these things to make him happy. So this is Sydney. She is very flashy, as you can see, and I'm gonna say that she is a member of Neon East, but she just doesn't live with them. But yeah, this is her place. As you can see, she's got stickers and stuff from Neon East there. And I haven't completed her apartment yet. Like, it's a little bit bare-boned at the moment. But I am going to be adding more details to this slowly. I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet because I've been working on the big city. One of them lives over here. I don't know where he is at the moment. Well, why are you sleeping outside in the trash? You have an apartment, buddy. Anyways, this guy here, his name is Theodore, and he likes sleeping outside, I guess, so yeah, there you go. So right here we have Brandon, and as you can see, he is the filthiest person in this apartment complex. As you can see, he doesn't even have a bed, he just has a mattress on pallets, and that just works for him. He's got his cigarettes there because that's his most prized possession in life, and you know, he has his cheap TV and his little steel chair. Here is his living room, which is very dirty at the moment, and he just honestly doesn't care about anything. He does not clean at all. His refrigerator is missing a door, for crying out loud, so this just tells you what kind of person he is. And he even broke the toilet and had to replace it with a bucket, so yeah, this guy is very dirty. So for the next tenant here, we have Zachary, and he is currently asleep right now. Zachary is kind of like a millennial mixed with a boomer. Like, he likes the stuff he grew up with, and he also likes the stuff that his grandparents and parents liked. As you can see, the Beatles here, for example. And he also loves the stuff that he grew up with, like the 2000s stuff here, for example. So yeah, that is Zachary. I think he is the most in-depth character I've made so far, aside from Brandon over here. And last but not least for them is Demeterio. He is just a Mexican guy. I haven't made a backstory for him at all. You know, he just has a couch and that's it. I haven't given him much of anything else besides that. So yeah, that is all of the tenants as far as I know. And this is the building. I'll probably customize it a little bit more and add like a trim or something. But yeah, that is the first building there. So next door to these debug buildings here, we have Skyline Brook, which was previously known as Skyline Beach. And they are here in this bright purple building because they want to stand out as much as possible. But yeah, this place, the whole building itself is not finished at all. Like, I'm going to be remodeling the inside of this, but I guess I will show you what I have so far. As you can see, there is not much room in these things. Like, I wanted them to match the debug buildings as much as possible. But with that, like, it just makes issues because you can't have apartments in these, really, because they're so skinny. I don't know, like, this is what I've tried to make so far, and it doesn't look that great, honestly. If you guys know someone who has actually converted the debug houses into a living place, then let me know, because I do not know what to do with this place. But yeah, that is the building for them. I will remodel that as soon as I get a new idea. But this here is my favorite addition of this lot, and that is their basketball court. And I'm just going to say now that this whole project and that basketball court and everything that you see here was completely inspired by another video I've seen of somebody doing the same thing. Like, they were trying to remake the Urbz into Newcrest as well, and I guess the creator of it deleted their file or their account or something because I could not find it. So I'm just taking measures into my own hands here and making my own world, which I honestly prefer. I don't like playing with other people's save files that much, but I know other people do, so I'm making one of my own to release to you guys, and hopefully you will all enjoy it because I'm working very hard on this, as you can see. Anywho, so I will now go in here and show you guys the tenants that I have so far for this place. There's only 3 right now. Let me get them all here. So first off here we have Callie, and she is kind of like the good girl of the apartment. You know, like, she doesn't really do as much as the other people do in terms of getting in trouble, but you know, she is a little bit of a rebel. Her parents told her not to move here, but she did anyways, and yeah, so she's pretty much just fallen in with the wrong crowd. And then next up here we have Samantha, and as you can see, she is all fashion. She loves all the latest hip clothing of the time. I tried to replicate the Urbz clothing style down to a T, so you know, I had to get those bell-bottom jeans. And these square glasses here, I mean, come on, that's very 2004. So yeah, Samantha here, she likes fashion, as you can see. She loves all the latest trends, and she tries to keep up with it as much as possible. So yeah, that is Samantha. And then here we have the male of the group, and his name is Vontavious. And I tried to make him sort of like a hood rat sort of type, you know, like he gets into trouble a lot, and he is basically just a petty criminal, you know, like he robs stores and shit. So he's probably the most dangerous person in any of these buildings, if I'm being honest. So yeah, look out for him. And so yeah, that is pretty much everybody I've made for the Skyline Brook so far. I will be adding more characters to this, but this is just the 3 that I have at the moment. So here we are at the next apartment complex, and I haven't made any Sims for this one yet, but this is going to be where the, I don't even remember their name, you know, the mafia sort of guys, this is where they're going to be hanging out. So this building here, I actually have worked on the inside a little bit, so I'm going to show you guys that now. So as you can see here, I have a little bit more of an idea for this one. Like, the layout makes a little bit more sense to me. Like, it's just this sort of like lounge area at the beginning, and then once you go up, it's now an apartment. So like, somebody lives in this one, for example, and then they go up the stairs and it's someone else's apartment up here. So I feel like this layout is probably the most realistic I'm gonna have in terms of the building itself, because it's very small, as you can see. So I'm probably going to do the exact same layout to this building over here if I can, because that's honestly the only way I see of doing this. So next up here, this one is very not finished yet, as you can see. Like, I even have a debug building inside of the building, so this one is definitely not finished yet. I don't even know what the layout of this is going to be, but I just want to show you guys the characters here. This is going to be Neon East, as you can see. So let me show you guys the Sims I have made for Neon East so far. This one, her name is Ashley, and she's kind of not really neon. I need to redo her clothes, honestly, if I'm going to keep her, because I've tried other colors on her, but it just didn't look right. But I'll play around with it and see, but this is her for now. And I don't really have a backstory on her, she's just alt and colorful. So yeah, that's Ashley. And over here we have Cliff. He is very eccentric with his clothing choices, as you can see. It's just very wild and bright, and I think he fits Neon East's aesthetic very well. And here is the last sim for Neon East, and I have not thought of a name for this guy yet, but he is my favorite so far. He is a neon vampire, if it wasn't obvious enough, as you can see. You know, like most vampires, they dress in very dark, gothic clothes, but he is the exact opposite of that, and he dresses as bright as possible. He's just a very flamboyant guy, as you can see. He tries to express himself as much as he can through his clothing choices. These boots here, by the way, they are some sort of like punk pride boots or whatever, so, you know, if that is like some sort of sexuality or whatever, I don't know what it is from, but that's not what he is. He likes purple and green, so yeah, he's not whatever this is. I don't know what that stands for, honestly. And last but not least here, we have the Foundry. And I think this one looks really cool, honestly. Like, it fits the industrial city sort of vibe very well. And I tried to replicate this to the original with this very small limited lot here, so yeah, I'm going to show you guys everything I've done. I've added all these sort of like storage units here for oil or whatever the fuck they store here. I don't know what it is, honestly. And then on the back here, we have this sort of just scrap metal area where they put the stuff they don't want anymore at. And, you know, this is where your character would go in and they would sleep. So then on the inside here, we have the top floor, and this is where they are going to watch the robots fight. I don't know if that's what they do in the game, honestly, but I thought it would be such a cool idea, so I just put this up here like that. And while everyone is up here, I guess I can show you them. So first off here, we have Lizzie, and she is sort of like a quiet girl, you know, like she reads and whatnot. She's not really a troublesome type. And next up here, we have Coulson, and this guy is kind of like a ladies' man in a way, or at least he tries to be. He's very arrogant and cocky in his ways of getting women, even though he doesn't really succeed that much. But then we have the true ladies' man here that he is honestly kind of jealous of a little bit, and this is Lance. He is a smooth talker, and he is the one who oftentimes gets the woman, while Coulson here is just left in the dark. So up next here we have Turner, and as you can see, he is very fashionable, but he's not too fashionable in the mainstream eyes, you know, like he's fashionable in a way that not everyone would like, and really that's what the Foundry are. They like stuff that is not popular. They're hipsters, basically, so yeah, that is Turner, that's it. Yeah, keep forgetting their names, so many people. And then finally we have Emma, and like I said, she's one of the hipsters as well, but she's also kind of a nerd, as you can see with the glasses. So yeah, that is everybody in the Foundry that I've made so far. And I guess this here will be the last thing I show you guys, because there's not much else to really see that much. So this here is going to be sort of like a park that's been overrun by homeless people. I don't recall what the homeless people in the Urbz were called. Skate people, I don't even know. But yeah, this is where their hangout is gonna be. You know, like they're just gonna be nuisances here that live in the park and just take over the place, basically. So before the video ends, I want to tell you guys the name of this new city here. It is not going to be the same as the Urbz. In the original game, the city's name was Urbania or something like that, and I honestly think that's kind of a dumb name if you ask me. So I'm going to rename this map, and I'm actually going to go on the files and do this. I'm going to rename it to Suburbia, and I think that will be awesome. Doesn't that name sound so much better than Urbania? Like, I don't know, it just, I don't know why they picked that. Suburbia would have been the perfect choice, but their loss is my gain, so I'm gonna name this place Suburbia, and it will be good. So once I finish the save file 100%, I will make a brand new video showcasing the new city and everything that I have redone. And I will provide you guys with a download link to where you can all go and enjoy it. So anyways guys, I hope you have all liked the video. Please leave a comment down below, hit that like button, and if you're not already, please subscribe. And also hit that little notification bell to be alerted whenever I upload. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. This is Ace, out.